If I wanted to say you are samurai, I'd say sonato wa samurai da.
This movie is based on a legend that is very, very famous in Japan, but here not a lot of people know it. Would you share the legend with us?
Okay, the quick version of the 47 Ronin. Okay, I haven't done this in a while. Okay, I don't even... The quick version. Okay, basically it's a story about sacrifice. And it's a story about sacrifice to reclaim honor, to correct a wrong. And it starts between two lords. And basically, in a short form, one lord insults another, strikes another. Insult, striking, in the midst of the shogun. You can't do that. Lord has to die, commit seppuku, which is honorable. But the man with the lord who had to commit seppuku feels that there's an injustice done, that there wasn't the right retribution. And the shogun says you can't take revenge, but then a year later they all go away, and then 47 come back and take the head of Lord Asano, and I'm sorry, of Lord Kira, and by that they reclaim their place, their home, their name.
Whatever happens in there, whatever you see, don't draw your weapon. Wait here.
And you're playing Kai. What is his story?
My character Kai is not in the historical record. This is part of the adaptation. I play a orphan in a way, a half-breed of English father, Japanese mother. Mother abandons the child out of shame and disgrace, and probably being forced to. I'm raised by these mysterious monks, and I escape as a young man. And I go to a place called Akko, which is Lord Asano. He accepts me to a certain extent. I fall in love with the princess. The princess falls in love with me as children. We grow up, but apart. We can't be together. It's kind of like Romeo and Juliet. But then the evil Lord Kira takes her away and takes the lands of Akko. And the 47 Ronin and Kai seek revenge to reclaim Akko and the princess in the name of Lord Asano.
I was amazed by how forgiving Kai is. Would you consider yourself as a forgiving person? Do you forgive easily?
Thank you very much for feeling that and seeing that. It was my hope and ambition that there would be something about the compassion of the character that even as he's ostracized, he has a respect. I liked that part of the character, so thank you for that. And what was the other part of the question?
If you consider yourself...
Oh, if I'm forgiving?
Yeah.
No, I'm not as good as Kai. But it was nice to play him. It was nice to be that good a guy.
I will search for you through 1,000 worlds and 10,000 lifetimes until I find you.
In the movie there is this line where they talk about that this life is just a preparation for what comes next. What do you feel? How do you feel about that? What do you think?
Yeah, you know, I feel like, because I can't know, but I feel like that is probably true. You know, I feel like that there's something about that if that sentiment has such wonderful impact if we think about it and act upon it. You know, that if we wanted to have a good experience after we close our eyes, you know, that how we would behave in the present, you know. And yeah, so I feel like, you know, those things of like they died a happy death or a hard death, or how people pass, or the formations of culture that you live with going into the other world, or passing. You know, I think that it speaks to our present, speaks to those around us, and I think it can speak to what is inherited and transmitted.
Did you learn Japanese for this movie? That was a beautiful answer, by the way.
Oh, no, it was too long. But did I learn any Japanese? I learned a little Japanese. You know, the director, Carl Rinch, would ask the Japanese cast while we were doing this, the film's in English, but to do it in Japanese and to get a different connection to the lines. And so I, in spirit of that, tried to do the Japanese lines, which was really fun. There's a Japanese version of this movie if you wanted to make it, which was really cool.
Can you teach us something in Japanese?
Oh gosh, I learned the lines, and then I know some typical greetings and all of that. So hajimemashite, which means nice to meet you. Today it's afternoon, so konbanwa, hajimemashite. Thank you for this interview. Domo arigatou gozaimasu. And if I wanted to say you are samurai, I'd say sonoto wa samurai da.
Thank you so much for this interview.
Domo.